In this video, we are going to discuss which classes of businesses are required to register as data controllers and data processors by the Kenyan Data Protection Act, which ones are exempted from registration and which ones must register. Hello, my name is Cynthia Koech, and in this channel we train digital marketing and data protection. Individuals and organizations handling data beyond a certain threshold are required by the Kenyan Data Protection Act to register as either a data controller or a data processor. In order for one to register as a data controller, they should determine the purpose and means of processing this data. And in order for one to register as a data processor, they should, one, be in a contractual relationship with a data processor, or they could be collecting data on behalf of a data controller, and finally they could be collecting data but they do not know the purpose of collection of this data. So if one is asked by an individual or an organization to collect data but they do not know why they are collecting this particular data, this particular individual is supposed to register as a data processor. And also, organizations can also register as a data processor and a data controller at the same time. This means if an organization is processing data on their own behalf, they register as data controllers. But if they also do businesses for other businesses, they collect data and process it on behalf of other organizations, they also become data processors. So in this case, they become data controllers and data processors. But in order for one to become a data processor, if you are an employee of an organization that collects data, you do not register as a data processor. One can only register as a data processor if they are an external party coming to be part of an organization. So employees of data controllers are not considered as data processors. So who should register as a data controller and data processor? Organizations and individuals that have an annual turnover of 5 million and more than 10 employees are required to register as data controllers and processors. But what happens if you meet one condition but do not meet the other one? For example, if you have an annual turnover of 5 million but you do not have more than 10 employees, one is required to pay a fee of 4,000. Also, if you do not have more than 5 million but you have more than 10 employees, this organization or individual in this case will be required to register as a small and micro data controllers and processors. So despite all this, there are individuals and organizations that must register as data controllers and processors, and they include persons that process genetic data, financial institutions, individuals or organizations that canvass political support among the electorate, credit bureaus, debt administration and factoring organizations, gaming and betting operators, institutions that provide education, health administration and provision of patient care, hospitality, industry firms, insurance administration and undertakings, religious institutions, retirement benefits administrations, property management, these include sales of land, telecommunication networks or service providers, businesses that are indirect marketing, either wholly or mainly, internet access providers, transport service firms, these include passengers hailing application, and finally public sector bodies. You are also required to register as a data controller or a data processor if you are processing data of Kenyans but you are not residing in Kenya. In other words, the rights of a Kenyan data subject are protected all over the world by the Kenyan Data Protection Act. Thank you for watching our video, and if you'd like to watch the other videos on data protection, that includes the rights of a data subject, you can find it on the description below. And stay tuned for our next video on the process of registration as a data controller and a data processor. See you in the next video. Bye.